from the moment of your birth. Someone's been needing to bring you down to earth. Lost up in your atmosphere of self-entitlement. That broken halo on your head is hardly heaven sent. It's time for someone to bring you down to earth. You go on pretending that you own the universe, and we'll all be here watching as you're falling down to earth. With their fingers in the dirt. We look up and see that your own life is inert. Sidetracked by your self-important babble building schemes, but broken wings won't let you fly above all your broken dreams. It's time for someone to bring you down to earth. You go on pretending that you own the universe, and we'll all be here watching as you're falling down to earth. Accelerating, disintegrating, detonating. No matter how high you climb, when rules of gravity apply. No matter how hard you've tried, when your ego and earth collide. You don't know the...
Do you recognize when the world won't stop for you? Or when the days don't care what you got to do? Or when your weight's too tough to lift up, what do? They don't choose for you, don't let them choose for you. Recognize when the world won't stop for you. Or when the days don't care what you got to do? Or when your weight's too tough to lift up, what do? Don't let them choose for you, that's on you. Yeah, another day, another dime, another state, another mind. 48 moves to choose, but no matter the coast, we all toast the same PBR. So much settling for ours. There's so many lives and so many lines waiting. There's only so much time, so many die patient. So many skate only where the ice is thin. We too nice to not dive in right after them. We too right to not sway a little wiggle from the path. Middle up, foot up on the gas like the past is the rear view. Last laugh lands on the man with a plan to do all that he can, to do all that he can. And we all save face in the face of our friends. And we all bend backwards to make amends. And we all take chances that change us. Simple with yourself, hate just won't do. Recognize when the world won't stop for you. Or when your days don't care what you got to do. Or when your weight's too tough to lift up, what do? They don't choose for you, don't let them choose. Recognize when the world won't stop for you. Or when your days don't care what you got to do. Or when
Oh no, is it working? Hey, we're actually live. I can see my game, I can hear myself. How's everyone doing tonight? I know, it's been a minute since we've seen 14. I don't even know what this is anymore. It's like a whole new game. Alright, let's see, let's look at what they've done. Let's see if I can get this straightened out here. Get this turned down a little bit. And let's see what they've done. They've taken half my abilities away. What do we got going on? No heavy thrust? No diversion? No impulse drive? You know, I was wondering why I had impulse drive, and apparently I didn't have it for a reason, because now it's gone. But let's look and see. I have 2 males. I need to visit a delivery mogul. We hit the start button. Let's see here. You know, now it sounds kind of janky because I turned it down, but now I can hear the game audio. Maybe I need to turn it back up. And hopefully someone can come in here and yell at me that my music's too loud and they can't hear me. That's better. Let's see what they've done. Actions and traits. Actions. We have True Thrust, Warple Thrust, Life Surge, Piercing Talon, Disembowel. I didn't have that before. Delivers an attack with a potency of 100. Combo action True Thrust. Combo potency 270. Increases damage dealt by 10%. Duration 24 seconds. Oh, so they took my heavy thrust away and now I got a combo into my damage buff. Okay. I can work with that. Makes a little more sense. So we True Thrust, Disembowel. Full Thrust is off of Vorpal. Vorpal is off of True. So we True Thrust, Disembowel, True Thrust, Vorpal Thrust, Full Thrust. Makes sense. I got that. Lance Charge. Increases damage dealt by 15% for 20 seconds. 90-second recast. Okay, so that's just a straight up DPS buff. And that's like all I've got. What is this? Second Wind, Faint, Leg Sweep, Bloodbath. Okay, Second Wind still do the same thing. Cure Potency 500, instantly restores own HP, fantastic. 2-minute cooldown. Leg Sweep, stuns target 3-second, 40-second cooldown. Bloodbath, that's new. Converts a portion of physical damage dealt into HP. Isn't that what this does? Ensures critical damage for a first weapon skill used while Life Surge is active. Effect cannot be applied to damage over time. Absorbs a portion of damage dealt as HP. Okay. 45 seconds. This is 20 seconds, so every 90 seconds, minute and a half, I can just go ham and have lifesteal. Okay. Paint. Lowers target's strength and dexterity by 10%. So, debuff. Okay. Hey, I wonder if this still works. Let's see. Hit this button. Does this mute me? That didn't mute me. Does this mute me? Nope. 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 No, that didn't mute me. Alright, y'all just gotta suffer through it. Sorry. Okay, so we've got our potions, we've got our second wind, piercing talon for ranged, lance charge is now. My throat is dry for some reason. I don't know why. What I've got, lance charge is now a buff. I don't remember if there was a buff there. I've slept since the last time I played. I'm sorry. Get diversion out of here. Get impulse drive out of here. What do we not have on our bar? I think we've got everything on our bar. They like totally cut my abilities out from under me here. We don't have feint. Limit break can stay. Feint can go over here, I suppose. Arm's length. Do I still have arm's length? Creates a barrier, no point. It's great. Oh yeah, it's level 32 now. So I had it, but now I don't have it. Okay, go away. We can put you in later. We're gonna put leg sweep down here. And then sprint's gotta stay up there. Easily accessible. We use it all there. What's true north? Nullifies all action direction requirements. That's kinda cool. So yeah, second wind. We got lance charge, bloodbath, true thrust, vorpal thrust, life surge is all the way over here. We need that over here. Life surge, piercing talons down here, disembowel I added, full thrust is on there, lance charge. I think we're good to go. We are G2G, we're Gucci. Alright, let's pause this music for a second and see what Minfilia has to say. Minfilia is wearing a wry smile. Might it have something to do with your newfound fame? Maybe? Maybe not. Oh yeah, and they took TP away. And I have 10k MP. That's almost as much as my Black Mage. Well, I suppose now. I haven't played in like a week. I'm sorry, guys. I'm guessing my Black Mage now has 10k MP. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Yida and Papalemo that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in doing so. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. We have guests, Falkith, or rather, you have guests. Beg pardons? Ah, Lady Minfilia. Radiant as always. I am given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom Grand Company of Limsa Lomensa to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, Falkith, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the grand companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Falkith's deeds spread so quickly. That the immortal flame should know of his triumph is to be expected, but what of the other grand companies? Yeep. Your reputation precedes you, Master Undari. 'Tis no ordinary man who can face a primal and emerge the victor. And imagine our pride when we learned that you began your journey as an adventurer in our own Gridania. Know that the people hold you in high esteem, and that you will always be welcome among us. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant men such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the Twelveswood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Master Undari. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A man of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Ul'dah. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa Lomensa to the shores of glory. Lady Menphilia? Very well. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa Lomensa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah. Serving a Grand Company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which of the Grand Companies best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so, and yet I can see that it is no small choice for you to face. Ah, a thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each Grand Company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. You are wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well. Let Falkith hear our leader speak, then return here with his decision. We eagerly await your answer. I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a Grand Company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Falkith, and with it you are capable of doing untold good, yet know that great power is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet, however vigilant you are but one man. In midst of a grand company, however, you will be one man amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The Grand Company seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect that you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Eorzea is changing, Falkith, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. Gotta love them long-winded quests. Whoa, that was a little clippy. A little volatile. Maybe it was because I was too close to the mic, or maybe it's because I have it turned up too much. I don't have it turned up that much. Bote, let us remember how to play the game. Oh, and I noticed now my XP bonus goes all the way to 70. Because that's necessary. Tataru is outside. I think. Maybe. I don't know. I don't work here. Hi there. How you doing? Tataru. I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting, Falkith. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly, and often to a few too many people. Next time, I'll be sure to hold my tongue, literally if necessary. Anyway, I expect you want to know where and when the remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of 3 services, and Elder Seatsier Kane Senna will deliver her address at Mikenthos Amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all of the involved parties, it's possible that the order of the services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Ul'dah, where Flame General Rauban Alden will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumored to be a special guest. And it's rumored there's to be a special guest. How exciting. Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom in Limsa Lomensa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Melvib Blafelsen will be giving her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry, Xanthiel, and he will admit you. Got all that? Well, off you go then. I hope you find the remembrance services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in my prescribed order, though with your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may very well change in favor of your preferred travel plans. Farewell. Wow. Okay. Alright, let's get to teleporting. Travel. Nope, that's map. Shared fates. The hell is a shared fate? Place progress of shared fates in applicable regions, including rank and number of fates completed with the highest rating possible. Mount speed, ether currents. I want to teleport. let's go to New Gridania. I would turn the music back on, but I have a feeling I'm gonna have to turn it right back off for more long-winded explanations and exposition. This way. Perhaps. Oh, need drink. That's some yummy drink. Gotta get that iced tea drink. Over here. Ba-ba-da-bum.
I lost my son to the calamity.
The three Circeus are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body. Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood. Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seedseer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat. "5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk the highways without fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity. We must think of the children!
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the
All
forest.
the elementals!
If you'll permit me, Alfie no. And my sister, Alize, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
The Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have to contend with two beast tribes. The Ixal are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition and want to summon their bloodthirsty primal Garuda. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently at least. Alas, they have grown aloof, a change observed at roughly the time they summoned the primal Ramu. The Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider open conflict as a last resort. Though they clash with the Ixal ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. The Dwell's Wood was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. The people are hopeful that restoring the wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, would put an end to their woes. Yet how long will that take? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come to all-out war, and when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them then? Well, perhaps we'll find out, if Elder Seedseer's words fell on fertile ground. Alright, 1 down, 2 to go. And Rackwolf Gothe attains level 2. Congratulations, Rackwolf. I'm so pleased that you obtained level 2. Okay. Next we need to head to Ulda. Teleport. Steps of Null? I think. Sounds right. I think that's an Ulda. And I can't believe it was halfway through the cutscene when I remembered that I have my new game only button for cutscenes. Whoa, it's really loud. I'm guessing this is... Dang it. Dang it. Yeah, this is up at the Chamber of Rule. Okay. Yeah. Can we get another cutscene?
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanimo herself!
And Roban as well!
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore. Hurrah! Roban! Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold, where by the grace and glory of Naldal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich?
Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ul'dah stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people.
Ya for Ul'dah!
Together we are one.
Your Grace.
Raoban? People of Ul'dah, I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measure that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune, stride fearless into the inferno, for we are, by fire, reborn! Forsooth?
The time is now!
I fancy meeting you again.
The Uldans have a long history of conflict with the Amalja, the beast tribe that worships the primal Ifrit. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. The Uldans do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So have they dealt with Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he is stoked to life. Yet he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Amalja are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do, the Uldans send their forces to smite the primal, and though they are invariably succeed, each victory is bought with blood. It is a war of attrition which they cannot well sustain. Small wonder, then, that the immortal flames are eager to recruit more members. At such a desperate hour, an adventurer of your experience would be a most welcome addition to their ranks. I think I know my choice. Sorry, folks, I got a hole in my foot. There we go. But let us go to Limsa Lominsa and hear what Metalvib has to say. Lower decks. Aye. Yo. There's a party going on here. What is this? I'm scared. I need an adult. Aha. Zandiel. Here to attend the remembrance service? Be quick. The Admiral is due to give her address at any moment.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. "700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners. And together, we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage. Yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin
bastards.
have risen?
While the mines of Ogomero spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now the curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the Calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves till sea swallows all.
Long live the Admiral!
Mervyn!
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
I'll follow ye to the seven hells, Admiral!
Fancy meeting you again.
As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa Lominsa is plagued by two beast tribes. The first are the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. The second are the kobolds who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal Titan for their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Lominsans' backyard. And that is to say naught of internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions. And while they fight amongst themselves, the Garleans whet their blades and watch. If the Lominsans are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect that they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom standard will be drenched a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crews beyond question. Balkith, this is Menphilia. You are well, I hope. Would I be correct in thinking that the final remembrance service has now concluded? A moment ago, you say? What a coincidence. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies. Well, delighted though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. Got me on a tight leash. Alright, we need to double check real quick to see if my stream is doing goofy stuff. Can I check settings while streaming? Output? No. That doesn't sound right. Stream? No, no. Oh no, I'm gonna sneeze. Did I unmute it? I hope I unmuted it. That's supposed to be a 3. Apply that jazz. I probably have to restart the stream. Oh no, it kicked up. Yeah, we kicked up. For some reason, my bitrate got turned down. I hope the game didn't look like junk. Alright, we need to head back to the Waking Sands. I need to find Moogle. That's what it was. Ah! Okay, back this way. Because I have mail. I has mail. Where's my Moogle? Is this my... That's not my Moogle. Oh, I want a Moogle kind of Moogle. One of them delivery types. There's a delivery Moogle. This is one of the main cities. Here's the delivery Moogle. Where did I find it last time? Did I find it in Gridania? I had to have found it in Gridania. Alright. I wonder if there's one in Nolda. Sexy no jutsu. What are these people doing? I'm scared. That's... Rar. There's like one outside. Over here. How do I zoom? Left blumper. I just want my delivery Moogle. Why is that so hard to find? Like, that's something that should be easy to find. I think I finally have a gripe with Final Fantasy XIV. And that's how difficult it is to find delivery Moogles. It's probably just me, I'm probably just brain damaged. Can I look at the map over there now? Is there a delivery Moogle? Is there a delivery Moogle here? Or here? Or... like, where... seriously, where is a delivery Moogle? I want to say it was Ben Branch that I found one. But I'm not sure. Oh, I suppose I could turn the music back on now. Yeah. Hey, there's a delivery Moogle. Oh yeah, it's the mail. I would probably looked at like 15 of them and didn't think about it. 2 letters from the dev team. What do we got? A revolver, Gunbreaker's arm, a Grani horn, Stygian horn that when blown summons the otherworldly steed Grani, and Wind Up Fran. Enclosed are the revolver, the Grani mount, and a Wind Up Fran minion. Be sure to keep the last one away from mist, seething, burning, or otherwise, unless you want to have your face ripped off. Yes, having just played through Final Fantasy XII again here recently, that's amazing. What's in here? Strife vest, Strife gloves, Strife bags, Strife boots. Enclosed is a 4-piece set of Advent attire. May it never mind. That's awesome. How do I open my inventory? Okay, you can now summon the Grani mount. Wait, do I have to like have training, or did I just like get my first mount? Unauthorized to summon mount. Oh. Okay. But we have that squared away now. And so now we can teleport to Horizon. And Stream Elements is a liar. I am not playing Super Metroid. I'm pretty sure I changed my Chingy letter at this point, but yeah, I did. I just looked up and noticed it. Yo, we got some conflict of music going on here. I forgot to turn the game audio back down. There we go. There we go. It's okay. No, I lost my sprint. I wonder if there's a hotkey to mute game music. Holy mackerel. Oh, nothing there. There we go, confirm. Toggle UI display mode. Was that scroll box? Yo, nice. I'll have to remember that. Mute master volume. Generate general duty key. Alright, I guess I can do mute master. We should bind that to something intelligent. Sure, that'll work. Yo, what just happened? Oh, I bet you that's all jacked up. Alright, let's do this. Okay. Alright. It's working, but I don't have any music. Okay, it's all still on. So perhaps there's just none playing right now. But I forgot, I just bound it to a Logitech macro. It was very smart of me. Assign new command. Keystroke. Your keystroke. F4. Okay. There we go. Because now I can be like, shabam. Bam. Yo, there's a fade over here. I'm probably way over leveled for it. Yep, level 10. Never mind. Did not hit the mute button. Great big button. Completely missed it apparently. That was fantastic. Sorry about that. I guess I need to keep the keyboard up here because I'm fixing to have to do more reading. I have a feeling. It worked. Welcome back, Falkith. Where the Grand Company leader's words were the Grand Company leader's words as illuminating as you had hoped? Aye, each nation is beset with problems. I trust you must see now why your services are in demand. Would that there were more of you, Falkith. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer.
The gods only know what Grand Company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral Era warranted scarcely a
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alize, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience. There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I need to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
Welcome back, adventurer. I take it General Rauben's words kindled a fire within you. Excellent. I feared that the incident with the traitor may have soured your opinion of us. It gladdens me to see that isn't the case. But before we can count you as one of our own, you must be formally inducted into our ranks. Yo. Soot, black dye, Voyager's belt, brass ear cuffs, coral ring, coral, iron plate belt. Can't wear it. Elegant bronze piece. Please proceed to the Hall of Flames on Ulda's merchant strip and identify yourself to the personnel officer. I will notify him of your coming. With your strength joined to ours, we shall surely prevail over our enemies, be they beastmen or Imperials. Let's go to Ulda. Because General Raubant's bad. Bad mamma jamma. Bum 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 bum. What brings you to the Hall of Flames this day, adventurer? Yo, this is new. How will you respond? My name is Falketh Undari. I believe you are expecting me. I'm here to enlist if you will have me. Is that so? Well then, I must ask you for your name. Ah, but let me guess. It is Falketh Undari, is it not? Yes, you are just as our man at the Waking Sands described. Thank you for electing to join us. Now, in order to formalize your... Sir! Speak, Private. Imperials, sir. They fired on a High-Wind Skyways airship. Scouts say she's coming down to the west, near Horizon's edge. Bloody hells! Of all the times for this to happen. Falketh, there's no time for formalities. The Immortal Flames need your help now. We're in the midst of a large-scale operation against the Amalja, and we have no one to spare in Western Thanalan. You must get to that ship before the Garleans do. If there are any survivors, see that they do not come to further harm. Now go! Let's go. Where am I going? That's over by Horizon? Yeah. Heading back to Horizon. I'm so glad I can mute my mic and y'all don't hear that. This way. Go. Go, Batman, go. Go, Batman, go, Batman, go. Go, Batman, go, Batman, go. Oh, there it is. There it is. Airship crewman. Level sync is in effect. You are above the maximum level sync. Yep. I'd be sync. That's fine. It's okay. It's Gucci. Let's go, man. All right, load time. An adventurer. What are you doing out here? No, wait, let's find some cover first. The Immortal Flame sent you? How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. Are you all right, sir? Our scouts reported the attack on your craft. We've come to rescue you. Walkathanuri, yes? Glad to have you with us. I've not seen a craft of this design before. That traitor Garland has been busy. The secrets of Magitech are ours by right. They are not to be squandered upon the savages of this land. We are taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must, and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. They mean to take the ship back to Castor Meridium, along with your friend. Wedge, you have to help him. That fool of a Lalafell was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. Nice. Nice looking ship, though not the best place to have taken shelter, I agree. It's the first airship we've built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garland, well, since he went missing. After years of work, she was finally ready for her first test flight, and she was soaring, she really was, till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. We attack on my command, kill them quickly, and save the Lalafell if possible. Is that clear, Falketh? You bet your bottom dollar. Show them what becomes of those who play with fire. Charge! We are under attack. To arms! Let's get them, boys. Wrong button. There we go. Yo, disembowel is bad. Oh dang it, did I mess up? Okay. 1, 2. No, I can't use true thrust yet? Guess I should. Yo! Hi there, Magitech. Should be killing the squishies first. Otherwise it's going to end real bad for me. Don't go down, Flame Gladiator. I've almost got him. Oh no, he went down. That's alright, I'll tank him. That's a negative. Yo! What the? Like, what the? What the f- Where are you going? I expect this from Bethesda games. I can sprint too. Oh, I can't use the thrust because I'm synced. I'm stupid. Told you I slept since the last time I played. Got him. Biggs! Wedge, you shouldn't have stayed with the ship. That was a close one. Too damn close. So how's she look anyway? The auxiliary propeller is dead, boss. But I think we can wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications and we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. The Imperials will come looking for their scouts, but we can defend this position until the engineers leave. You should go, Falketh. You still have unfinished business to attend to at the Hall of Flames. You're not quite one of us yet, though anyone who'd seen you in action today would be forgiven for thinking otherwise. I just wanted to say sorry, you know, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Seriously though, if it hadn't been for you and the Immortal Flame lads there, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. Wedge? Thank you. We're very grateful. Ba-da-ba. Yo! Came out right into a fate. I wonder if one of these is tough enough. Yeah, I can use it. Oh yeah. Still freaking awesome attack. Teleport back because I'm lazy. Okay. Get back up here, talk to these folks, and I should level. Welcome back, Falketh. Word of your deeds in the field reached me not long ago. Exemplary service. Rest assured that the Garland Ironworks engineers are fine. They were able to get their vessel back into the air before Imperial reinforcements arrived. Your willingness to assist us on such short notice is to be commended. Clearly, your reputation is well deserved. Now then, I believe we have some unfinished business. Shall we continue from where we left off and induct you into the Immortal Flames? Sounds like a plan to me, see. Kind sir. Level up. What we get? Level 31. Are you ready, Falketh? Then let us begin. Falketh and Dari, you stand poised to enter a sacred trust. The flames of Ul'dah burn bright, casting light where there is dark and purging evil wheresoever it lurks. We are ready to meet the nation's enemies in battle, be they beastmen, Garleans, or worse. And at a word from Flame General Ralban Alden, we would gladly lay down our lives to maintain the peace and prosperity of Ul'dah. To join our ranks, you must forsake all other nations. Only then may you commit yourself to the fire and be reborn as an immortal flame. Burn as one of us, Falkith Undari, and together we shall chase the darkness from Ul'dah. Will you swear an oath to mark this occasion? I will follow the Flame General unto death. Ha! The Flame General would lead the van in every battle if he could. 'Twouldn't surprise me if you had the chance to fight by his side one day. Very well, your resolve is plain, Falkith Undari. I hereby confer upon you the rank of Flame Private 3rd Class. Welcome to the Immortal Flames, Private. May you fight to the last for coin and country. Can you hear me, Falkith? This is Minfilia. An officer of the Immortal Flames contacted me with the news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private Undari. I have no doubt that you are eager to make the acquaintance of your new comrades. I would ask that you would pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though you are now a Flame of Ul'dah, you are no less a Scion. Pray return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends here whom I would very much like you to meet. We shall be waiting. My little chocobo, Immortal Flames. Is it this one? Yeah, my little chocobo. Private Undari, yes? A moment of your time, if you please. You wish to carry out your duty swiftly, do you not? Well then, perhaps you should get yourself a chocobo. If you're interested, the Immortal Flames will furnish you with one. It's not a complex process, but it does require some paperwork. First, speak with the quartermaster to obtain a flame chocobo issuance. You will need to exchange company seals in order to do so. Once you've received your issuance, show it to Mimigun by the Gate of Nald. He'll be the one to furnish you with the bird. With a bird. There. Oh no! Wait. I think it's for coin and country that gives me the... Where's my journal? Oh. I want my journal. My journal. For coin and country. Yeah, it gives me the 300. And then with that, I can get the issuance. So I've got to go complete that first. Dadnammit! One more run mountless. Then never again. This way. Got it. My dogs are going crazy out there. I hope y'all can't hear them. I'm pretty sure they got like brain damage. They're barking at the darkness. State joined. There's only a minute and a half left though. And it won't let me play with my cool abilities. Yo, like, I really do need to be like a Dragoon already. I'm pretty sure I'm only a few quests off. I have to do self-management, I believe. I do believe. I probably need to pull this mic back closer. I pushed it away so I can move around. But knowing me, it was way too far away and you couldn't hear anything I was saying. Hey! You done pop a limo! What's going on, fools? Oh no. I just don't have a good place to put my keyboard. For genius. Welcome back, Falketh. Lady Minfilia awaits you within. Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tales of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, Falketh. Now, when last we spoke, I said that I wanted you to meet some friends, did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you have already met. Tartaru, please show them in. This way, sirs. Uh-huh. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we've properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I'm... Godsman, spit it out, will you? Wedge at your service. I am pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-state of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we needed the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garland Ironworks, who very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea, and I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. Bum bum. Alright, yeah. I'm out. Teleport. Back to old, give me that mount. Boom. I'm tired of sprinting places. This one. Claim Chocobo issuance. Alright, where am I going? Yeah, down there. No more of that. What a bird issued, you say? Then I'll need to see your flame chocobo issuance. Really? We're getting cutscenes for this? Yes, everything appears to be in order. A moment, please. I'll be right back with your chocobo. And here he is. The fellow has been in high spirits the past few bells. He must have sensed that his master was coming. Now then, to make it official, you want to give your noble steed a name. Kaweh. Kaweh. I'm going cheap on this one. I did not type GG. Yes, name my chocobo Roach. Kaweh. Oh, he was so disappointed in the name, he ran away. That was great. Am I going the wrong damn way? Did I have to talk to the dude right there? I just noticed on the mini-map. Going the wrong way. Damn it. Dadnammit. I thought I had to go back to the Immortal Flame headquarters. Heh, I dare say he likes his name. Here's your very own chocobo whistle. Simply blow into it and your feathered friend will come bounding to your side. But do forgive him if he doesn't respond when summoned in crowded city areas or monster-infested layers. Chocobos are stout-hearted creatures, but they have their limits. And lastly, I present you with your chocobo rider's license, as is required by law. And that concludes all the formalities. I wish you and your chocobo long years of fulfilling companionship. Yeah. It's about time. My feisty little chocobo. I don't remember what that is. My feisty little chocobo. Oh. Oh. I'm pretty sure that's where you get your combat chocobo. I mean, I know it's not a combat chocobo. No. I didn't when I started playing. I thought it was combat chocobos, but now I realize it's the same thing. They're all just chocobos. But let's look at our mount guide. Oh, I still haven't used my chocobo. There we go. Now let's look at the mount guide. Wait, what is this? Yo, like, what? Yo! Yo, that is beast! I'm sorry, Roach, you're never getting used, dude. Like, for real, that is badass. Mount guide. Grani, possessed of a strength of both mind and body that is unmatched in the first as a mount, Grani has no peer on land nor in the heavens. It is said, however, the noble creature will only accept a rider who has pledged to restore shadow to a land bereft of night. Yo! We're sticking this up here. Alright, Grani. I'm going the wrong damn way. Alright, let's go talk to Minfilia. Now that we got a baller mount. That quite honestly is way too high grade for my lowly Lancer. Is he still not a Dragoon? I'm gonna get it. One of these days, I'm gonna get it. I will be a Dragoon. And then I'm gonna play through Heavensward and quit because that will be his apex. That will be his pinnacle. Heavensward. I guess I should check out the music that it plays. It's not that cool. I mean, it's not bad. But I mean, it could be better. The mount's still awesome, though. Barf. Barf? Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. This is self-management. Yeah, boy. We do this. We go do Dragoon quest. We be Dragoon. Something in Philia.
Now, having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained. Until such time as we know, it would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the Sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us? I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
Speak with Vorseli Huila at the Adder's Nest. These names. Wow, these names. Alright, where am I going? Where am I going? Who am I killing? New Gridania. Boring. Over hither. We know far too little of the Sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the Scions once more if we are to Ah, beg pardons. 'Tis a terrible habit of mine to think out loud, aloud. But tell me, what brings you to the adder's nest? We come in peace, but there's a dragon eye over here that I've got to go take care of first. I need to sprint. Now I have a mount, can't use it in town. Wah. Why didn't I go to a crystal to teleport? Because my mom always said, life is like a bulbs of chocolate. There we go. Hello! I dare say you might just be the right man for the job. The guild has urgent need of a capable lancer for a mission beyond our nation's borders. Hear me out, if you will. I've received word from an Ishgardian friend to the effect that he requires our aid. I would have you go and provide that aid. As you may already know, due to her ongoing conflict with the dragons, Ishgard has kept her gates closed to outsiders for some time. The occasional dragoon on patrol duty is about all folks see these days. In spite of her self-imposed isolation, however, the Holy See has never failed to honor her obligations to her allies. It is only fitting that we answer the call and lend what assistance we can. To this end, we offered to dispatch a contingent of wood whalers with all haste, but were politely informed that they would not be welcome, much to our initial confusion. It was later explained that we are dealing with a matter of some sensitivity, best handled by individuals who are capable and trustworthy, yet unbound by allegiance, and who fits that description, safe adventurers. Secrecy being paramount, I can provide no details as to the nature of the task. All you need know will be revealed at the rendezvous point. Should you accept the mission, take yourself to the observatorium. A knight by the name of Sir Albrecht will receive you upon arrival. Okay, how do we get to Ishgard from here? The Black Shroud. Okay. Which exit? From the North Shroud? That seems right. I think it's funny how he says that they're all self-imposed seclusion and all that, but they've always helped when needed. Which, yeah, that's, wrong button. That's, a load of hogwash. Because where were they at the Battle of Karchno? Yo, we got a fake going. And it didn't sink me. Really? This isn't even one of the things I'm supposed to be killing for the fate. Oh, I really don't want to aggro both of them. How much time is left? 12. Oh yeah, we're good. Good to go. Yo, did that miss? I think that missed. He should have been dead. That attack was hard. Dang it. I keep going to Vorpal. I need to go to True, then to Vorpal. Yeah, boy. Alright, which way? This way? Leads to Porthos? Yeah, we're going the right way. You booty. Do. Island Gooboos. There we go. Hello, Alberic. Ah, you must be the adventurer of whom Ywain sent word. Greetings and well met. I am Sir Alberic Bale, Knight of Ishgard. The Holy See is much obliged to you for your aid. Time being of the essence, I shall proceed straight to the heart of the matter. The Eye, an Ishgardian relic of immeasurable worth, has been stolen, and we have reason to believe the culprit has come this way, so it is that we ask your assistance in its recovery. The thief has been identified as a man named Estinian, a dragoon sworn to the service of the Holy See. Ah, you heard true. The crime was perpetrated by one of our own, an individual in a position of trust and no little honor. You may be assured that a fate worse than death awaits him upon capture. My duties to the sea afford me little opportunity to travel far beyond the walls of Ishgard. I must confess to a grave ignorance of recent Gridanian affairs. I was told that a sentry by the name of Lagendaranel may have knowledge of routes oft taken by Ishgardian fugitives. I would prefer to keep my identity a secret and thus would have you gather what information you can from the man. We must act quickly, for you see, Estinian is... But I've already said too much. What matters is that we find our thief and the Eye with all haste. When last sighted, Estinian was clad in black armor. Now go and speak not a word of what I have told you to anyone. Oh, he's like right here. Routes favored by Ishgardian fugitives? Now that's a question I don't hear every day. You aren't plotting some unsavory act yourself, are you? Even if you were, I doubt you'd make it far. Any road we've caught a few fleeing to the North Shroud, what with Gridania being home to nearly as many Elezen as Ishgard, it is no easy task to identify outsiders. If you're on the hunt for someone, you could do worse than to visit Florentil's Spire in the North Shroud and speak with a man named Idristan. If any suspicious persons have crossed the border in recent days, he'd be the first to know. Oops. Okay, so we go right back to where we were. This way. Vadim? Hail, adventurer. Yes, I am the one tasked with monitoring those who would enter our lands by way of Korthus. An Ishgardian knight clad in black armor? No, I recall nothing of the sort, and such a striking visitor would be difficult to forget. My apologies, friend. I can only suggest that you return to Dronroll and see if he has any other theories. I'm already getting the runaround. What I want to know is why they're accusing the Azure Dragoon of stealing the eye. Seeing how it's been passed down from Azure Dragoon to Azure Dragoon since the first. But I'm not supposed to know that. It would be so nice if the observatorium had a an aetheryte. Which they never explain why it doesn't. In the Waking Sands, you figure out why it doesn't, but... But he shouldn't have been stealing it, like... He's the Azure Dragoon, and it's passed down. It's his. It's not that he's stolen. No luck, you say? Most curious. Why it is nigh impossible that a fugitive could make it this far without being espied from Florentil's Spire, which leaves the possibility that your man is still in Ishgard. It runs counter to good sense. Would the fugitive not want to put a distance of grounds between him and his pursuers? But by the process of deduction, it is a possibility. The climes of Ishgard are not kind to drifters and vagabonds. That said, there has been talk of curious smoke wafting from a cave east of here at night. Where are you? I might begin my search there. Okay, east we go. Alright, Bunny Dragoon, back here behind me. All the dudes switching over to Vieira as soon as it dropped. Yo. Come here, you silly Exali. You are in my way. That stone skin's not gonna help you any. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. That's a negative. Goodness. Cough, cough, hack. Dang it. Target the campfire. Target the things trying to kill you. There he is. That Ishgard would resort to sending coin-starved adventurers after me. I know not whether to laugh or feel insulted. The eye it rouses for another? Preposterous. Our paths shall cross again, you can be sure of it. Where are they going with this? I look poor as fuck. I'm not. Because some nice fellow gave me $1 million. But I mean, compared to him, I do look poor AF. Estinian's pretty baller. Yo, we got a fake going right here in the middle of town. Target the dragon. The wyvern. Yeah, get off of that astroscope log. Get out of here, you stupid Dravanian. Go tell Nidhogg that we're not buying whatever he's selling. We don't want none. I want to know how these Dravanians got this far south. Yo! That's enough. Leave the astroscope log alone. Put it down, boy. Nah, I'm not even a Dragoon yet. I'm just a lowly Lancer. plus my strength isn't high enough for Guffins yet, so you gotta have 70 strength for that shiz. But you get off of the logs. That was terrible. Here come more. I missed. No, target the one attacking the box. Would you target the one attacking the box? Oh no. Fate failed. I didn't get here early enough. A dragoon clad in black, you say? Tell me all that transpired. By the fury, that the Eye would choose another. I had not thought it possible. In light of recent events, it would seem an explanation is in order. The Eye is no ordinary relic. It harbors the power of the dragon, which it bestows upon a single chosen soul, the strongest and wisest dragoon. He who is chosen is possessed of the power to fight our mortal foes, the dragons of Dravania, on equal footing, soaring the firmament as if it were an extension of the land. That man is known as the Azure Dragoon. The Azure Dragoon is the light of hope for all Ishgardians and the paragon of all dragoons. For this reason, you may imagine how it pains me to have to confess that the man you encountered, the thief, is none other than the Azure Dragoon, and that I was once his teacher. Needless to say, I acknowledge myself accountable for Estinian's misdeeds, and mean to do all in my power to find him and recover the Eye, but I cannot do this alone. I require your help, Falketh, you who have received the power of the dragon. You may labor to believe it, but there can be no mistake. The soul of the dragoon I bear glows in your presence, irrefutable proof that you are chosen. What I can ill explain, however, is the why of it. Never before in Ishgard's long history has the Eye roused to more than one individual in a single generation, but it avails us not to cudgel our brains about it. The fact of the matter is that you are now a vessel for the power of the dragon. That dragon lies yet in slumber, however, and you must needs possess the means to wake it, the soul of the dragoon. I would entrust you with mine, Falketh. Like Estinian, I once ruled the skies as the Azure Dragoon. Although that power has since become lost to me, it was simply by force of habit that I have hitherto kept the soul upon my person. I have no inkling as to why the Eye has seen fit to choose a second, and an outsider at that. Yet one thing is clear, none can challenge the Azure Dragoon and conceivably prevail save another Azure Dragoon. You are our only hope of bringing Estinian to justice and reclaiming the Eye. Of course, I do not ask that you do this unladed. I may be a dragoon no more, but what knowledge I have I shall gladly impart to you. For indeed, when the time comes that you must face the Azure Dragoon, not less than complete mastery over the power of the dragon will avail you. That a perilous road lies ahead of you I shall not deny. Knowing this, if you would still lend me your lance, I will teach you to harness the power that has chosen you. Go forth, my young dragoon, and rouse the dragon within. I look forward to your return. The next Dragoon quest will be available from Alberk upon reaching level 35. We get Jump and Solo the Dragoon. Yeah, boy. I know, right? No, I'll have to deal with the Calcabrinos before I get to go to the Tower Zot. Yep, I know how jobs work. It's going to be down here. Right there. And we're going to equip it. And now we're a Dragoon. Yo, what is this? What just happened? Heavy thrust. Oh, heavy thrust gone. Impulse drive gone. That needs to be swapped. That needs to be there. That stays there. Auto attack goes away. Turn goes away. Teleport goes away. Jump needs to come. Oh, somewhere accessible. Just Lancer. Lancer level 30. And you have to complete self-management in the main storyline and be level 30 as a Lancer. Because saying that you need Lancer level 30 doesn't make sense. You know, I have to spin that around. Actions and traits. Yo, we got a bunch more stuff going on here. Okay, True Thrust is there. I need to put Disembowel here. That's all set up the same. We get Jump here. Delivers a jumping attack with a bouncy of 310. Returns you to your original position after the attack is made. Cannot be executed while bound. Do you have to become a Dragoon, or can you just roll straight Lancer? You can roll straight Lancer. You don't wanna, because really, you can see here you've got your class abilities and then your job abilities, and I get Lance Charge at level 30, and then I don't get another class ability till level 50, and that's the last one I get. And so, I mean, doing low level stuff you can roll Lancer, but really, you've kind of got to go Dragoon to go in game. Which is how most of them are. You have your starting classes and then your jobs, which are your level 30 on in-game stuff. Elusive jump. Executes a jump to a location 15 yalms behind you. Cannot be executed while bound. Doom Spike. Wow. Okay, second wind needs to be there. Leg sweep over here somewhere. Not sure I want jump there. Oh, that's fine. It's okay. Yeah, pretty much. The beauty of it is at any time, if you wanted for some reason just screw around as a Lancer, you just unequip the job stone and you become a Lancer again. Or if you want to go from a Dragoon to a Thaumaturge, you just equip a staff. You just equip a Thaumaturge weapon. You're not bound to your class at all, or job, and can change it any time. We need to get my mount back over here. And this. Because I need high potions over here somewhere. There we go. Something like that. It is in this, and it's wonderful. Alright, let's go check out Jump. It saves you from having to have 15 different characters. Like, wow. I mean, you can still do that if you want, but you don't have to. That's what I'm talking about. So basically, you just need to use jump on cooldown. Yo, this ice strike's messing me up. I did not realize it's level 35. Oh. That was enough. I need to just teleport. Go look in the shoppy. See if there's any better gear. Dude, I'm like a baby Dragoon. A little sissy Dragoon. I've been a Dragoon for less than 5 minutes. Yo, did I? Yeah, I did. I hit the right one. I went to the right place. Because I don't think I upgraded with level 30 gear. Throwing Thaumaturge, Arcanist. Did I pass? Dragoon? Lancer arm. There we go. This one is a +3. Is there a high quality one? No. I can get a silver battle fork though. Why are there no high qualities? Probably a reason for this, but I don't know it. But I will take that. And then armor, head, Dragoon, search. Steel goggles. Is that what I've got? Did I get level 30 stuff? Oh, I guess I did. 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. Don't need earrings. Need necklace. Search. Dang it. All +1. So necklace, search, strength, vitality, skill speed, 2, 2, and 3. That's better. It's expensive, but it's better. Bracelets. Strength, vitality, and critical hit. Strength, vitality, and skill speed. I don't know. Oh, they don't have any of those ones, so it didn't matter with this one. The high quality. That gives an extra strength, an extra vitality, +1 defense and magic defense. Sure, why not? Strength, skill speed, and vitality. Sure, I will take 2 of them. Character. Recommended gear. Equip all those goodies. Okay. Now somewhere right around here, someone who will repair my stuff. Tool supplier. Tailor. Independent jeweler. Thought it was on this side. Maybe not. Apothecary. Anchor. Culinarian. Mender. Please mend my stuff. Okay, now we can continue on. Go talk to the Sylphuses. Yeah, I'm going the right way. Ish. Hey, you can't shame me and the players for our choices when you put that option on the table. Hail, adventurer! I bid you welcome to the Adder's Nest. Do you seek to entwine your destiny with the Twin Adder? No. Good day, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. Ida and Papalimo, always a pleasure to see the two of you. My men tell me your quest in the name of the Scions of late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us that the Twin Adder was in need of our adventuring prowess. Aye, your little bird sings true, no doubt. You've heard that we're investigating the Sylphs, that curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the Twelveswood home. The Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceable bunch, much to the delight of the elder Seedseer, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The Twin Adder is of the same mind, and 'tis precisely for the reason that the Sylph's relation to the primal Ramu has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Should there be even a sliver of a chance that the summoning of the primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylphic tribes, it is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry indeed. Do we strike at Ramu or leave the Sylphs to their own ways? That is the question. Yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to listen only to one's own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. I would hear from the other side of the Sylphs themselves and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you Scions come in. The Sylphs of Little Solace remain untimbered and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of a productive parley. En route to Little Solace, you will come upon the Hawthorne Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the Sylph's favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly pullover with the Sylphs? This should be a pleasant enough diversion. The Hawthorne Hut, was it? Why, I believe the ferry departing from West Shore Pier should take us straight there. A friendly pullover, indeed. I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papalimo. More or less. I mean, had she gotten a little too testy and had either of them gotten a little too testy in either direction, the druid would have had not gone for it, but they were both amicable, and so the druid was down with it. Oh, I gotta go to the ferry up here. It's the ferry in town, not the ferry out of town. It's the ferry in town to go out of town. Ba-ba-da-bum. Exactly. And he needs money. He's got a grove to think of. Vampires to kill, arcane secrets to unearth. Yahar. Aye, the ferry docked at the base of this hill will carry you across the lake to the East Shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east and you should find the Hawthorne hut without much trouble. The Hawthorns are most welcoming folk who have shown us no small measure of goodwill. Still, a bit of courtesy goes a long way. I would encourage you to stop by Fullflower Combe and introduce yourself to Rosa before you travel on. There they go, reusing them names again. It's not slavery. I have enslaved nothing. It's the rest of the party running around with the wolf slaves. I happen to be heading across the lake to Sweet Bloom Pier in the East Shroud. That is where I would like to go. I've just helped animals get into a better situation. Helping them get out of their domestic violence. Why am I sprinting? I can mount now. Do. Totally past where I was going. Hello, Rosa Hawthorne, as I target myself. An adventurer! Thank the 12. You couldn't have come at a more opportune time. Please, you must help us. Why, it's our bees! The poor little dears are under attack by a murderous swarm of hornets. These beehives are our livelihood. You must save them. Okay. Sure. Get out of here, hornets. Leave the bees alone. Where's the last one? Back, yeah. Alright, your hornet's taken care of. Thank you, friend. Finally, our bees can make their honey in peace. I knew you were 12 sent the moment I laid eyes upon you. You traveled to our hut, you say? And would speak with the serpent officer there? There is one who goes by Ameline. He is a sentry at Jocelyn's Spire, but makes regular excursions to our hut. He's quite enamored of our honey and the tales of my husband, Rolf, though I've found him to be tight-lipped around those he's unfamiliar with. Ooh, I know what we might try. Why don't you take a jar of fresh honey to him? I reckon you'll find him more than talkative then. Alright, let's go bribe him with honey. These Gridanians and their bribery. Bribing people with eel pies, bribing them with honey. The Uldons just start like breaking your fingers until you talk. Bum, bum, bum. Oh yeah, there's an ether right here. I forgot. Oh no. Let me up. Oh, I've already got this one discovered. You could have just teleported here. Dad snap it. Indeed. I am Ameline of the Twin Adder. Your face is unfamiliar to, You have a present for me, you say? A jar of Rosa's honey, and freshly harvested to boot. You certainly know how to make a first impression, friend. Ah, so you are the adventurer of whom the commander spoke. Do forgive me for being curt. My stomach was rumbling something fierce. My word, this honey, like liquid gold. Forgive me. You have come to discuss not honey, but sylphs. For all their whimsy, they are a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and they're as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all, no? Would you know more, you do well to speak to Rosa's husband here, Rolf. He's forgotten more about the sylphs than I'll ever know. Bum, bum, bum. Hey, everyone's got to start somewhere, even if it's, bees and hornets. Come to learn a thing or two about the sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing, they're a peculiar folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, just let me tell you. Beg pardon, friend. My memory is just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all a clutter in my noggin now. Though I've shared my stories with those around the hut before, you might have more luck with them. Okay, I'll go talk to everybody else. The sylphs? Yes. Father's told me his stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is how their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You do best not to underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest your face end up a mess of glyphs, squiggles, and chocobo scratches. Hee hee. I didn't find that very amusing. The quickest way to a quiver woman's heart might be through her stomach, but don't even think of trying to foist your foodstuffs on a sylph. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun, or so Rolf once told me. The sylphs? Innerate tricksters and troublemakers. That's what they are. One day they're drawing more ball faces on our mast, the next they're sending our young sentries falling to the bottom of a ravine. Tell them to stop and they just laugh at you. Rolf claims they harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. Oh, of course, of course. Hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. A sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You do well to remember this. It just may help win the favor of our forest friends. Oh, still here, eh? Great! There's one more thing you should know about the sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you do well to bring along a drat. What was it again? And Rosa and I were just speaking of the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rosa at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than my own. Okay, old man. I'll go back. Yeah. A peace offering for the sylphs? I'd give you another jar of my honey, but I fear that wouldn't get you past the front doorstep, dear. No, their tastes run more to the unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milk root? That's what we call the root of that of that most fiendish seedkin, the Ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions in the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying this stuff, but the sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen an Ochu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Were you to stimulate it somehow with some of this amber syrup, for example, you might be surprised at what comes out. Good luck. Yeah, for real. Well, and it's funny, I mean, later on, it gets a whole lot better. But with this, it's a pretty balanced mix of doing really remedial tasks versus doing like saving the world level tasks. Later on, it just sticks to the world saving type more often. Get out of here, you silly Ochu. I got poisoned. Ah, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Milkroot, but of course. Those sylphs quaff that cloudy stuff as quick as I do a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Any road, a gift of Milkroot will have the sylphs calling you friend and brother the moment they lay eyes on it. Now, let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. Level 32. I got arm's length. Actions and traits. I think that's a roll. Yep. Oh, I'd already put it on my bar. What am I doing here? I've taken the liberty of wrapping your Milkroot well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from that god's awful stench. The sylphs love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of the Morrible that put an end to my adventuring days. But I can tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend to today, yes? The sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend, and do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it, if you'd regale me with your adventuring tales. Ah, and before I forget, don't go traipsing off just yet. Amelin here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. It's good to see your knowledge of sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young sylph by the name of Gomuxio. He has served as an intermediary between our peoples on many an occasion, and has the close ear of his tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that malodorous root the sylphs so adore. I have something of far great import for you to deliver, a missive from the Elder Seedseer herself. To summarize the letter's contents in brief, it vouches for the integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the exile has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of this mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. Okay. Holy moly, it's already getting late. I do believe that'll be it before we indenture ourselves into this mess. But I can actually log into 14 again, which is a miracle now that it's not release week anymore. And so with that, I do believe we will see everyone next time. Y'all have a good night.